Hey everyone, this is weird. I haven't spoken to the camera in a long time. I hope you've been having a great 2024. I've been asked a couple times what my favorite pedals this year were, and I thought I'd take it a step further because it's not just the pedal, but the guitar pedal amp combination. Oh, also I brought the tea back. Yay. Yeah, so I thought I'd go through those, ramble a little bit, explain. But before I do that, just want to say thank you very much for supporting my little channel. I started this out of, I wouldn't say boredom, but because I wanted to do like a vlog diary thing of tones that I found. This may be a little bit of a tangent, but it always kind of grinds my gears when people say, oh, 20 years ago I had this tone and it was so great. It was that tube screamer through that amp. And I'm like, dude, I can't even remember what my dinner last night tasted like. So thought I'd do a little bit of a vlog and I can listen to that stuff. And it's been grown into a community. So thank you very much for that. It means a lot to me. Without further ado, I'm going to start with number 1, which is Tibetan Quaalude by Blue Colander. Into this Hiwatt, it's a 74. The other one is a 78. They're both loud and clean. There are differences, but generally speaking, and I don't like this kind of vocabulary, but this seems a little bit more raw, and that's a little bit more polished, if you will. Also has a little bit of a different mid-range. That's the 2-input version back there. That's the 4-input version here. Power section is identical as far as I know. Yeah, Tibetan Quaalude, which is basically a Model T style preamp pedal into that thing. And the guitar is a parts caster Frankenstein with a Baguley neck and a Kloppmann HB58 in the bridge. Yeah, enjoy. Next up, it's a guitar that is pretty weird. It has not had an appearance on this channel yet, simply because it is pretty unique sounding and it just wouldn't make sense to demo pedals through a guitar that is basically a one-off and just a weird thing. The guitar is made by my good friend Nick Page. It's Ida Marie, that's what it's called. I think he named it after his daughter. Anyway, I've been chasing that guitar for a long time. Yeah, it's got, I think it's amber pickups. I'm not quite sure what it is. The neck pickup, it's a hollow body. It's fully hollow. It's super thin. It's got a weird growl to it that I really love. And I've been using it a lot live this year. And yeah, I pair it up with the Frenzel, which also I picked up this year, and it's been amazing. It has a Marshall input, like a JDM 45 input, and a Fender Deluxe. It's called DP525, Deluxe Plexi. But yeah, it takes all kind of tubes. It's a really cool amplifier, and I like to use Part Garden Germanium by Mask Audio with these two, with the Ida Marie guitar and this amplifier. Yeah, it's a pretty special sound, and I've been using it a lot this year live. Cuts through mix, even though it's a weirdo guitar. So here's how that sounds. Okay, we're gonna get back into the doomy things, but this time it's a different amp. I don't know if you can see it. There's a, over here, Peavey Century 200H. It's a solid state bass amplifier originally. And it does one thing and one thing only. That's kind of the crunchy, doomy thing. And I have the Baritone Jazzmaster vintage modified Squier. I forget. Yeah, that thing bridge pickup through Rabid Mammal by Black Arts Toneworks. I think it's the Mad Pike signature thing. I don't know which version it is. I think it's a later version. But yeah, it's a big muff, like the left side. I don't usually use the Tube Screamer-ish boost side, just the modded Pharaoh side, MOSFET clipping. And for a big muff, it's not that scooped. It's pretty punchy, and it works really well with that one. So here's how that sounds. This year, I've met quite a few people at Guitar Summit, exhibitors, but also people who were not exhibitors, but that I've been in contact with before. And one of those is Nick. He's running Empty Head Effects, and he released the Lover this year. And I don't really know how to describe that thing. It's a drive. It can do light overdrive. It can be kind of scratchy. It can be kind of smooth. It's got a blown out fuzz thing in it. It's super unique. I paired it up. I usually pair it up with a Tele because it needs something that really is direct and punchy. So yeah, my old trusty Nick Page Tele middle position. I don't quite know what the pickups are. I think it's an HB59 Kloppmann as well in the neck, and the bridge is something that Christoph at Kloppmann wound for me because he knew I like weird stuff, and he had this idea for a pickup, so it doesn't really exist. But it's pretty bone dry for a humbucker. But the middle position is really great, and that that everything Kloppmann makes, big shout out, best service ever. And he was like, oh, I have an idea for a pickup that doesn't really exist. I'm just gonna make this one for you. You try it out and tell me if you like it. I tried it out. Was like, yeah, this is awesome. He's like, okay, keep it. So yeah, amazing customer service, and they wax potted the pickups as well. So empty head effects, lover, into the Frenzel, and yeah, here we go. Okay, for the next one, I don't really have a B-roll because it's basically a combination of half the board. We're running into the Hiwatt again, and it's the combination is Slow Loris by Non-Human Audio into Brass Neck by Moose Electronics, which is an incredible pedal, super well voiced. I did a video on that one as well, into C.Regalis by Moth Electric, which is killer. I can there's gonna be a more Moth Electric stuff. I can't wait to check it out and to show you. C.Regalis, and then Easy Dizzy by Voland, which I picked up on tour in March, I think, in Munich, in a shop in Munich. It was used in the used corner. And yeah, it spoke to me. Nice analog delay. So yeah, that combination into the Hiwatt with brass neck pedal, aluminum neck guitar, middle position. Let's go. And last but not least, one of those combinations that's just not okay and your bassist is gonna hate you. It's Baritone Jazzmaster, bridge pickup, Swamp Lord by Minotaur, into the Hiwatt, and I'm gonna hit it with the Abracadaver by Holy Island Audio, which is an Octave fuzz with a crazy dB boost and gain and whatever, but it just opens up this sonic black hole, if you will. It's pretty gnarly. It's very much fun to play. You easily get a god complex playing that combination. Yeah. All right, that's it for this year. For 2024, there's a bunch more stuff coming for 2025. Also, this is not a complete list, and it was in no particular order. These are just some of the sounds that just at this particular point in time were my favorites for this year. Everything changes all the time. My board changes all the time. It's just fun. Thank you so much for supporting my little channel. Thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it. It's a really wholesome community. You can also text me anytime on Instagram if you want. I'm always down talking gear. And yeah, thank you so much. I wish you a great start into your 2025. And yeah, can't wait to see what it's got in store for all of us. All right, see you around.